Hi everyone, Cayman Reynolds here, and I'm just going to do a little short video on how to store your combs. This is an important subject, but at the same time it's real simple. One of the reasons I want to talk about it is when I got into beekeeping there's a lot of misinformation, and I would talk to a guy about it and then he would tell me something and I'd just go talk to the next guy and he'd say the total opposite. And what I found that has worked extremely well and right every time over the last 15 years that I've been fooling with bees is just having dry combs, and I'll show you how kind of we store them here in a little bit. Alright, so this right here was on a hive at some point this year. It's probably been in here for a few months. So we got some dry combs, and that's the biggest trick. They have no bee bread, they have no honey, they have no brood leftovers in them, no protein to scavenge, and that's really what wax moths and small hive beetles are after, is the protein. These chickens, I'm telling you what, don't you have some worms to dig up? Try to do video here. So, looky here, there's a old queen cell right there. And you don't have to scrape those off. They won't use them unless they absolutely need them. But yeah, these combs are just as dry as they can be. And that's the main trick, is having them like that. If they have foodstuffs in there, then that's when you're going to have problems with wax moths and other stuff. And also how you store them. And the main thing you want is air circulation. You don't want them really close together and have it sealed really tight. Wax moths really like dark places and all that kind of stuff. So what I like to do, because our main problem is mice, is to stack these things 10 deeps high or so. You can go higher than that, but I'm pretty short, and 10 deeps is, I have to get a step stool for that. So just get some hardware cloth. They have 1/8 inch out there. You can get window screened real cheap from the hardware store, whatever, and put that at the bottom. Leave that bottom box open though, that way you get some air circulation in there. And then wherever you stop at the top, just put you another screen on top, and that way you get your air circulation, and that works just great. Now keep them dry, of course. You don't want them getting moist or wet. So, and a shed is really nice. Now if they do have bee bread or honey or anything like that, of course, it's a bad idea to have them just out in a shed like this. Now, a freezer is ideal. However, most of us don't have a lot of freezer space. So that's when a lot of beekeepers will use the paramoth product, which I'm not a fan of and I don't use. We just try to keep our combs dry, or if they have something on them and we don't have room in the freezer, then we'll stick them in a colony if we can. And managing your colonies early in the fall and making sure that all those combs are accounted for and in boxes is really the best way to store anything. Bees take care of it much, much better than anything else that you could do. But if you do have a lot of wet honey supers that have nectar in them, or lots of combs with bee bread, then that's where I would be a little concerned. And you can use the paramoth product that is going to keep moths from being able to survive in there and other things. So with that, you would have to seal it off really good. But really, I never use that. And as long as you follow this simple rule of just basically letting plenty of circulation get in there, and the main thing is just having dry combs. And man, I don't know what it is about this time of the year, but the old combs smell really good. Maybe it's just the cold air keeping it closer to the ground, all the smells and everything. But man, I love the smells of the beehive. But anyways, thanks for watching our videos. You can store those dry combs. Make sure you save them. These things are worth a lot, and your bees are going to love using these year after year after year after year. Thanks for watching. Get out of the way, cat. Tell you what, all the livestock.